Hello, in this lesson we're going to be using the wick editor to create a very simple animation. If you go to wickeditor.com, you'll be able to find this site. Now this site has its own series of tutorials, and if you want to check them out, that's a great idea, but I'm going to take you through at least the basic steps to get a simple animation going. So I'm going to hit Launch Editor. This is now going to bring up the interface we're going to be using to do the editing. I'm just going to go here. Don't worry about that autosave, that's because I was using this one before. Now here you can see the interface. We have the area which we're going to draw on, a couple of drawing tools, and most importantly down here we have the timeline. This is going to show us how things progress over time. And the easiest way to think about it is each of these little blocks here is an individual piece of paper. And as we draw into here, we're going to add bits of paper as we go along. Now, I'm going to select the brush tool. And this is going to allow me to paint onto this canvas. And the first thing I'm going to start doing is drawing a ball. So I start up in the top corner and I draw a ball like this. Now we've got a bit of an image on the first page. We're going to create a second page like so. Now if we go back, we can see the first page. Now we're on the second page. Now we could just draw straight onto this page, but really and truly we want to be able to see what we had previously. And so to do that, I go down to this interface down here. We want this one called onion skinning. If I click on this, it'll show us roughly in a grey outline what we had before. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a ball come in, fall down, hit the bottom and bounce off. So it'll start up here, and then the next one will be about here. I put in a new one, and then again, and then again. And so now what I've got is a ball that's slowly falling. Now, if I want just to check to see what this looks like, I can hit this play button here, and it'll give me a quick preview. You can see we've got the beginnings of an animation. So, quickly, I'm going to go on, and I'm just going to quickly add in these other bits of animation. Whoops. Really and truly you should take your time here, but actually if it's a little rough it can look okay. It gives the animation a bit of character style. Whoops. So now we have the ball in motion, and if I hit play, boom, a little ball falling and bouncing down. And even though it's very roughly drawn, you can tell that that doesn't actually look too bad. It's got its own kind of style there. So this is wonderful. We've got a very simple animation going. So what can we do with this now? And what we're going to do is first we're going to hit save just to make sure we've got the saved file that we can use. But really and truly, rather than saving, what we want to do is export. And this will turn it from the wick file into something we can actually view. When I click export, it gives me these options. I can either have it as a GIF, which is an image file, or a video file. Now in this case, because we don't have any sound, it doesn't really matter which one we pick. I'm just going to use video just because that's what I tend to use, and so I'm going to export it. You see it creates the video, and because our video is pretty simple, it does it really quickly. And now you see down in downloads I've got a very simple video ready, which I can play back like so. Okay, well that was the very first video. and I'll see you in the next lesson for doing something a little bit more complicated.